Alright then gang, so I've just spent the last 5 minutes making mutations here from GraphQL to add the different books to our books collection on MongoDB. So now we have these 5 right here, much like we had before, and we also still have these 3 authors, right? So now we have all of this data stored in our different collections on MongoDB. What we can do is return to our resolve functions, which were responsible for grabbing the data. Remember, previously we used the local arrays to grab the data. Now we're going to update those resolve functions to interact with our 2 collections in MongoDB, the book and the author. So we're going to use these 2 models right here, and we're going to grab the data from there instead. Right? So what I'm going to do in this tutorial is just go from top to bottom in this file and update the resolve functions wherever we find them. So then the first one is this. It's on the book type, and we said whenever someone makes a root query for a book, then they can also request the author as well. And we use this resolve function to go and grab that author, the author of that book, right? So this is what we did before, _find authors, and then any author with an ID which matched the parent.author ID. So this time, again, we're going to return something, but instead of using underscore on the local array, instead, we're going to use the author model right here. Remember, this author model is how we interact with the author collection. So let's copy that and paste it there, and we can use a method called find by ID. Now, this is going to go out and it's going to look in the author collection, and it's going to find a record with whatever ID we pass in here. So if I pass in some kind of weird ID, it's going to look in our collection, our author collection, for a record with this ID. Now, obviously, this ID doesn't exist, but because we have access to the parent right here, remember the parent refers to the original query of the book, we can pass in parent.author ID. So we're looking in the author collection for any book or any record which has an ID equal to this thing right here. Makes sense, right? Cool. So that's all there is to it there. So I'm not going to test each one as we go along here because it'll take way too long. Instead, I'm going to go down, update them all, then we'll test some stuff out from the front end. So the next one is this author type right here. So the resolve function is going to go out and get a list of books associated with that author. Again, previously we used underscores, then .filter to grab the books. This time what we're going to do is use the book model. So we'll say return and then book. Then we're going to use a method called find. And what this is going to do is look for all records in the book collection based on certain criteria. And this criteria is going to be placed inside this object. Now, what do we want to find books based on? Well, we want the author ID of that book to equal the ID of whatever the parent is right here of the author. Make sense? Much like we did right here. So in here, we'll say we want the author ID property to equal parent.id. That's the ID of the author. Sweet. So we've done 2 of them now. Okay, let's move on to our root queries down here. And the first one is going to be this, and it's for a particular book. So they're going to pass through an argument which has an ID property, and we need to find a book based on that ID. So we know how to do this. We can just return book.find by ID. So again, it's going to look in the book collection for a particular book, and we want to pass through args.id. So the ID that the user sent along with the query. Cool. All right, let's move on to the next one. This time it's for the author. So this is going to look very similar. Again, return, this time author.find by ID, and we'll pass in args.id again. All right. And then this one is for all books. Now, how do we search our collection for all books? Well, really simply, we can just say return book.find like so, and pass through an empty object. And when we use the find method without passing through any criteria inside this object, it's going to return all of them to us, right? Because they all match. So that's how we return all books. And then finally, the authors. So return author.find, and then inside an empty object like so. All right, so we've updated all of those resolve functions now. We don't need to do these because we did those in the last tutorial or a tutorial before. So now we're ready to save this and test it out in the front end. So let's go to GraphQL. We don't want a mutation anymore. Instead, let's first of all ask for all the books. So open your curly braces. Then we'll use the books query. And from the books, we want the name and we want the genre. Okay, let's try that. And it works. Cool. We get an array with all of those different books. Okay, so let's say we also want the author of each book. And from each author, we want the name and the age. Okay, let's play that. Cool. And we get the books and the author of each book as well. Okay, so this is working. Now let's try getting all the authors to begin with. And from the authors, we want the name and the age. Press play. Cool, this is working. And now from each author, we also want to get a list of books. So we'll say we want the name of each book that author has done as well. So play that, and we get the books associated with each author as well. Awesome. This is brilliant. Okay, let's do a couple more examples. We'll say we want a single book this time with an ID property equal to 3. And we want the name of that book. And we also want the genre of the book. And finally, we want the author of the book and the name of that author. Right? So let's press play. And we don't get anything with an ID of 3. And obviously, that's because we changed the IDs. We no longer have ID of 3. The IDs are these things right here. So let's just grab this big ID and place that in here instead. Okay, let's press play now. Now we get that book, The Colour of Magic, the genre, and the author. Now, if we wanted to nest things further, we could say we want the books of that author, so all the other books that it's written, and we'll say we want the name of each book. So press play, and we get that property as well. This is awesome. Everything seems to be working. We'll do one final query, which is going to be for a single author. The ID of this author we'll just grab from here. We'll say Brandon Sanderson, and we'll paste this dude over here. And from this author, we want the name and we want the age property. Oops, I think the indentation is a little bit off. The age property. And we also want a list of books by the author and the name of each book. So let's give this a whirl, and this works as well. Sweet. So there we go, my friends. Now we've updated all of our resolve functions to interact instead with our MongoDB instance and our different collections using our book model and our author model. So I want to show you one more thing server-side in the next tutorial. But after that, what we're going to be doing is adding a front end as well using React.